We would like to thank you for viewing Team 2's educational experience of Second Life. We truly hope that you enjoy the show. The 3D virtual environment has emerged as one of the leading technologies for the use of educational settings. Many universities and college faculty are using Second Life to teach classes which they feel offer students a more in-depth experience than traditional distance learning. With Second Life, learners have the opportunity to have a more personal experience with each other versus the standard communication of distant education forums. Our group project mainly focuses on the advantages and disadvantages of Second Life, concentrating on the traditional discussion forums versus Second Life forums. Second Life is an internet-based three-dimensional world created by Linden Labs where users or students use avatars to navigate through the virtual world. It allows the users, which are separated by distance, to interact with one another in a virtual world. The online world provides the opportunity for university students to develop a social and education relationship with other users and in turn collaborate, create virtual elements to share. When surveyed, most users showed an approval rating of 87%, and they responded positively when asked about using Second Life as a learning aid. One benefit of using Second Life as a classroom is the vast amount of visuals and experimental presentations that can be created to enhance the learning process in this quasi-world. However, there is a limitation on the graphics due to the number of primitives that are allowed to use or that are available. The class discussion taking place in Second Life allows students all over the world to communicate and experience a more personal level of contact. Another component adding to the benefit of Second Life is the newly adopted library locations. These regions act as online databases for students to shuffle through journal articles, textbooks, and magazines. Only users that are allowed on university grounds have access to these files. While some classes only use digital worlds to project graphics that would enhance a lecture, many of them use the realm to place students in a situation in which, by the interacting with other students and tools available to them in Second Life, they complete a task given to them by their professor. Second Life also has great potential to impact on the corporate world. With more and more companies expanding to other parts of the world, it has become increasingly important to maintain cohesiveness and partnerships with employees globally. In time when economic conditions are poor, it has become important for companies to try to save money and cost, and this is where Second Life comes into play. Second Life provides a 3D virtual environment that companies can use to create a virtual presence and be able to connect with their employees in parts of the world, all over the world. Many companies are using Second Life to conduct business meetings, conferences, team projects, and many other types of events. Second Life is different from the traditional chat room in that it allows users' avatars to interact with each other versus the traditional chat room, where only users may type responses or speak through a microphone. The virtual world uses users with a more personal atmosphere, and thus, more and more companies are moving towards creating their company in Second Life. Maddie's first experience with Second Life was quite frustrating. She tried with great difficulty to find the UT Brownsville Islands for a long period of time, and she did not have great success. Additionally, she found it difficult to communicate with others in Second Life because she could not understand what they were saying. As time lapsed, she was able to meet people, teleport, and learn how to use her computer to better understand the way to manage her avatar. Having teammates has also helped Mary, and she thinks that it was very helpful in doing that. She feels that the program is excellent for instructional events, even though the graphics of Second Life can be very demanding. Murray feels that once a person becomes very familiar with Second Life, they will be able to experience the advantages that the program has for instructional purposes and enjoy the ride. Loretta's feelings about Second Life are somewhat mixed. Even though she feels that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, she believes that it is quite difficult to get acclimated to the 3D virtual environment. Once Loretta was able to maneuver her avatar and familiarize herself with the different areas, she found that it was quite simple to navigate. Loretta's main frustration came with computer issues, which caused her computer to freeze up quite a bit. However, she feels these issues are not attributed to Second Life at all, but are related to the computer equipment that she owns. Loretta believes that Second Life is interesting, and she has learned a lot in the short time she has had to use the program. Haywood believes that Second Life is a great place for students to interact and says that even shy students are able to participate without fully having to address their fears. Haywood likes the program because the flow of information is freer than face to face due to the lack of visual or physical barriers. He feels that the only downside is technology or access to it. Haywood believes that if your computer system or internet connection is not up to date or speed, you could bog your system down and will never realize the full potential of Second Life. Haywood feels that the ability to build your own training center and to make the environments completely conducive to learning is superb, and fully recommends the use of Second Life to enhance higher education. The team believes that the use of Second Life for guest speakers is also great. When it comes to maximizing crowd attendance worldwide and having a stage for it, Second Life has taken online webinars up more than just a notch. This could very well be the future of guest speaking. Thank you for attending our presentation, and we hope that you have a wonderful day.